Gaming and Heretics about to take the main stage to go head-to-head after Luminosity's electric win over 100 Thieves, knocking them into the loser's bracket. We will see which one of these two teams, Optic or Heretics, will come out on top. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, joined by Nameless, Study, and Pac-Man here on the desk. Now, we've seen Heretics be hot. We've seen them not be hot. Optic, we've kind of seen the same thing. What are you expecting out of this series, Nameless?
I'm heavily favoring Optic Gaming in this series. I think Optic Gaming actually pretty darn good right now. Heretics, you know, they did their job. They dominated the team that they needed to get into bracket play. Played Aspire last night, and it was 3-0. Pretty easy game for them. And I just think on the side of Optic Gaming, Scump and Crimsix have been performing. Scump versus Eva Geniuses was fantastic. He looked amazing. I think Optic Gaming is better than they were in the last 2 months.
Yeah, to go on to what Nameless just said, Crimsix has been playing unbelievable for his team, but Scump, on the other hand,
look at those
that
stats.
role switch, going to that War Machine, Maddox, switch player. This guy was able, yesterday we saw him, he was like 30 and 19 at a point for his team against EG. The guy's definitely slaying when he needs to slay. We know what TJ and Dash are able to do in S&D. Right there next to him is going to be Crimsix. Crimsix throughout the entire year is going to basically, he was averaging like a 0.9, 1.0 around that area. Now this RK7's in. Oh, yesterday he had a 1.3, so he's really tearing it up for this team.
And you can see them all smiles there. They're chatting with each other before the series begins. And Heretics, though, I mean, yes, they're here, Pac-Man, but it seems like it's going to be tough for them because it seems like they've kind of started to level out at wherever their ceiling is going to be.
Yeah, and they've beaten 2 of the amateur bracket teams here, and that's the only 2 wins that they have with Vortex added to the roster. Now they're going to get a strong Optic Gaming team in a very hectic environment. The crowd behind Optic Gaming, you know how it gets. As soon as Optic gets a little bit of a lead, they start going nuts for their guys. Greenwall goes crazy, and Optic starts firing. So these Heretics guys have a huge road ahead of them, but they can do it if they string it together.
Yeah. I mean, we saw them when they played in Cross Divisional. Granted, that was a decent amount of time ago, but they did go to that Game 5 where they ultimately fell. But in Search and Destroy, these guys know what they're doing, right? Like when they played Optic Gaming, Lucky was going off with that sniper rifle, so there's some history there.
And you can see it, of course, Dashy and Crimsix in the top 5 for Respawn KD.
So yeah, I think a lot of that KD from Dashy comes from that Seaside Hardpoint with the Tempest. He had like a 10 kill streak or something like that to close that out. It was actually insane. But yeah, I mean, both these guys are playing fantastic, man. They seem comfortable. That roll switch allowing Karma to just use whatever weapon he wants. Sog or Maddox, he just seems very comfortable on the map. Their roles seem fine.
Well, are you considering maybe not subbing yourself in for Crimsix anymore?
No, I'll sub to Crimsix.
All right, well, we do have another question that I want to ask you guys. It's about all of these teams here once again. So, which one of these teams would you like to take a road trip with, Pac-Man, and why would you like to take a road trip with them?
A road trip with FaZe, you know the vibe. I don't know.
That's fine.
They're good people. They're funny. FaZe.
Okay, FaZe because of the vibes. What do you think, Study?
Me, I'm definitely going with 100 Thieves. I will have at least 300 Instagram photos at the end of that trip. So
you'll have a video, you'll have a movie.
Yeah, I'd blow up so fast.
Nameless?
I mean, I'm thinking entirely different than you guys. I'm going to go with Envy, and I'm going to swindle them into picking me up for Pat. So,
So you're going to be on Optic and
so that's it. That's
Wow.
hey, whoever wants me more, you know, I'll decide. Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, blinded by the light, while we're blinded, we're going to send it on over to Jess to ask the crowd that same question.
Thank you so much, Katie. Yeah, so I'm actually here with my new friend Gabriel. He's up from Whittier, California. And we've also got my other buddy Gavin, who is in all the way from Lexington, Kentucky for his very first Call of Duty event. So Gavin, we'll go ahead and start with you. Same question as Katie asked the desk. If you could take a road trip with any of these pro COD teams, which team and why?
Honestly, I gotta agree with Study on the desk because 100 Thieves, Enable, and Kenny, they're some goons, and I could probably use some tips on my outfits.
There
so.
it is, there it is. I like
From
that.
100.
Are you wearing an E United jersey and you said 100 Thieves?
All right, great answer.
What's going on?
Gabriel, same question.
I'm gonna have to agree with Pac-Man and go with FaZe, because that's a whole lot of handsome on one team, and every picture you're gonna take, it's just gonna look so much better.
That's true. It'd be the best looking road trip ever. Well, that's it from the crowd. Katie, back on over to you.
Thank you so much, Justin. There you have it, the E United
Jersey,
Yo,
but
hold up.
going
Can y'all
100
turn the
Thieves.
lights down, man? I can't even see these. Like, this is so bright. Real. Anyways, our road trip would be by far the best. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, if it was our road
Katie's
trip.
driving, though.
Yeah.
Because Katie doesn't have control of the aux, right?
Yeah, he just got control of that.
No.
sure,
No.
dude.
If there's one thing I've learned, you all pick the music. Every time.
I picked the music.
I just get to enjoy it.
If Katie picks, we're listening to Beethoven.
What's
next?
wrong with Beethoven?
Nothing.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, Optic Gaming and Heretics crowd Optic Gaming. They are getting ready to play on the main stage. Get loud,
Green wall.
get hype, because you want to know who's casting it? Miles and Momo. So you might be scared.
We're kidding! It's gonna be fine, friends. Well, Phil,
Is it?
they let us do it again.
They did.
And they let us do it at Champs.
I don't know why they keep giving us these Optic matches. I'm sorry. We just do what we're told. However, this game is going to be a good one. I know, obviously, a fan favorite in Optic. However, you guys back home, you know, Heretics, their fan base is just as crazy, if you
Passionate.
like, but passion. A great word to describe it. I'm excited for this one, and again, you see the Heretics boys on that main stage huddling together, and I'm excited to see what they bring to the table.
Well, look, it's been an interesting journey for both teams to get here. Optic have had a good run of things thus far. I mean, there's always the worry that they don't, you know, make it into Champs after the last performance we saw in World War II, but that looks fine now. We're here, friends, and then you see the records. 5-1 Optic in the hard points. That's a good sign already. I mean, obviously, Heretics have played a lot less, but nonetheless, friends, I think it's a good sign. And enough has been said on socials about performances and whatnot, but Heretics, again, I think the favor definitely sits in Optic's side for now, but we will let the match do the talking.
I mean, at the end of the day, Heretics, obviously, they went into their pool as that, you know, professional team, if you like. They came in with a hot 3-0 over teams like Hybrid and Aspire, but when they came against Splice, they got handed the business. That was a 3-0 in favor of Splice. Optic Gaming, they've had a bit more interesting series, obviously. The majority of them going a little bit further to that fourth map, of course, winning 3-1 over Trainheart, 3-1 over Carnage, and 3-1 over Evil Geniuses. Now, interestingly enough, Optic, you know, yes, they've lost Hardpoint, yes, they've lost Surge and Destroy and Control, but what Optic are we gonna get today on Friday? Well, let's hop into this one. Hardpoint on frequency and already in the action going down. We are gonna see Heretics maybe take the opening fight, as we do see Methods pick up a nice little double here as Optic Gaming will try to fight back.
We're already off to a very, very blistering start. The kills going the way of Heretics thus far. Scump getting involved, trying to find those kills, and for a moment I thought Krim was running RK7 as his main, but hey. There's the standard right now at COD Champs. ICR players running those as secondaries. Vortex gets caught with his pants down there as we're seeing Scumpy now get on the point. Optic finally with the points. 18 seconds remain. The right-hand side of the map, the next hard point is going to be Heretics for the time being, but here we go. A solid bit of time, and whoa, Dashy with some strong shots to push back Lucky there, and now try to buy some real estate as Optic move forward and try to overtake Orange as they take into the next hard point.
Yeah, nice start here for Heretics. The rotation was strong, but look, he's actually going to spawn out, so the remainder of Heretics are going to have to just backtrack, hold this spawn here, and you might see Lucky shoot a couple in the black. However, Scump is going to take down Metal, sliding on in. This is the team fight you want to see. Karma and Dashi combine for a triple, and now Optic Gaming will spawn Heretics out. You see Lucky and Journey fighting for their lives. Dashi, quick turn and burn into Orange here, but 40 seconds left to play for. Plenty of time, Miles, as Optic Gaming, they're going to secure the hard point, secure those back spawns as well. And they're going to be taking these last 30 seconds unless the Spanish have anything to say.
Yeah, Vortex is doing the best he can at the back there, but he will be taken down. Karma holds down the front door. Dashi cleans out the back, and it's all smooth sailing thus far in the second hard point for Optic. Here come Heretics. The Spaniards surge forward. Grim's got the front. He goes down. Methods finds the kills. And Scumpy, he finds more there on the back. Third hard point is 8 seconds away. TJ now vying for position as these teams get set up for this one. Perfect spot to be in. The cluster goes through. The trophy, though, could not have been timed any better. Stops that nade going off, saving the lives of two members of Heretics. Now the gunfight in blue. This is as close as these teams will possibly get in the entire match. And the gunfights in this corridor are always disgusting. Karma gets two.
It was all looking so blue there until Karma came in and handled business. He's going to have to backtrack for a second, though, and just wait for his teammates. The rendezvous has been set. TJ coming in from behind, and again, trying to flip those spawns, trying to get the better of Heretics. TJ with the double as he starts to mix things up a little bit. The teammate's going to be spawning right at the back. He finds himself the third, the stim shot, the fourth. Lucky goes down, and TJ, time of his life there, is going to find himself an ICR. The quick snapshot onto one. And he smartly backs off there. He sees the team fight coming in from Heretics, but this sword, it seems unmatched, but Metal's putting him in the ground.
Good work again from Optic. They hold the hard point well, they contested there, they're going to clean these players out. This has been a solid chunk of time. And they've contested whenever Heretics have been on the point, so they're not letting them get away with anything now. And the next hard point, currently in the hands of Optic. The push now developing from the Spanish. Here they come through the pipes. Dashy, tactical retreat as he pushes on back. The trophy up is going to stop anything hitting the deck as he makes it clear skies for TJ. The War Machine now bringing out a whole load of damage, but not any kills. The Sword tries to get it done now, and this is a solid contest again. Optic not willing to give anything to Heretics right now.
Nice plays there. You see that War Machine, it does give a lot of damage. It does pick up the kills. Attack 5 boost has come in, and Optic Gaming, they are winning the Specialist race by a long shot. But the interesting thing here is TJ and just the sheer amount of interactions he's had. 20 interactions now, where you look at Krim and it's just over. Of course, 12 now. TJ finds another. And another! TJ, 75 points away from the Hellstorm. He's already got the Lightning Strike, and of course, with the time taken away, he gets 15 seconds for every single 5 seconds. He stays on that hard point, trying to get closer. The kill is all he needs, an assist would do. Stim shot would be handy. The Hellstorm's in the bag, and now we go for our second set of rotations. Optic Gaming with 120 points. Heretics yet to break 50.
Scumpy, 13-8 on a 5 spree. TJ Halley, 14-9. Lightning Strike comes down. Optic, their pockets lined with streaks ready to roll. Scumpy finds his 6th. And Karma with a powerful kill there, straight onto Journey as mid-map is now made safe. Optic once again in control, and Dashy's Tempest now. As he tries to slow down the assault of the Spanish, he gets the tag. He finds 2. No kills just yet. He manages to catch 1 on the bounce. 157 leads 47 now as Optic have certainly come to play.
The damage was dealt there, and even though those Tempests don't pick up the kills, they pause the attack, and we're seeing Crim6 now on streaks. Crim6 is on a 7-kill streak. Scumpy on a 6-kill streak. TJ, just a 2. Karma a 2. I mean, everyone's just ripping right now. Journey's going to break the mold here as he takes down Dashy. But Optic Gaming continue the dominance as they rotate over to orange. They have the back spawns, and that's going to be controlled by Dashy. Team shot goes down there. He's going to dodge that cluster. Find himself a stim as well. Scump still going strong. We saw Scump's stats before the game. Scump has just hit a 10-kill streak. Make it 11 before he goes down. I think Krim found himself 7 in a row. It's 192 to 47. This is a one-sided affair.
Very one-sided to start this match off. Heretics currently sitting in the negative in the kills department across the board. They are being outslayed at every corner right now by Optic. The ability to turn it around, absolutely, but it doesn't feel like we've seen much more than anyone but Optic this matchup. Scum goes for the slide. Journey with a clean 2 there. As Karma now slam at the ready, hoping to find something, and he will not. Heretics hold the line, allows time for Krim now to make his way in and hit the soft, squishy sides of Heretics. And again, Optic with 3 streaks to work with now. Scumpy's got streaks again.
Trophies going down. Crim6 is on a 4-kill streak, trying to make that a 5. The performances out of those 3, Krim, Scum, and TJ, incredible. Look at the bait and switch, it's beautiful here as they go back and forth. Journey gets the better of them this time around, but it's players like Dashy and Krim who's going to jump on in so fast, so furious, and the flames are roaring, but it doesn't matter. This time, lightning beats fire, but slams beat lightning. It is all kicking off here at one of the potentially last hard points. 37 seconds left on the hill. Optic Gaming could finish it here, but Heretics trying to put up a fight.
Everyone goes all in with a specialist here in blue. They do what they can. Crim's Hellstorm's going to push those players out. Karma pushes back as you see it come down from above. Pristine teamwork from Optic right now. A synergy that we have not seen in quite some time for this team. Karma on point, desperately trying to find the kills. Heretics get a clean flush. That was a 4 dead there. So we will see them get the remainder of this time, but TJ slips in, he's going to get the scrap, he's going to get the final few, and this is going to help push Optic ever closer to the win. Next hard point is going to be in the hands of Heretics. They have got the rotation. TJ, however, may be able to slip through mid-map, and he has got now Scump to back him up. Top mid's an open affair, they can make the play over the top. Brilliant shot from Method Zone, as Heretics managed to hold the line.
Heretics will hold that line. They're trying to breach the 100-point mark one step at a time, but right now they've got a mountain to climb, and they've got score streaks to dodge. However, dodging the swords may be a little bit more difficult. That is 5 down. The TAC 5 has been popped. The Hellstorm is coming in. The pipes are dangerous, and that's exactly where Heretics are. With only 15 points remaining, Optic Gaming are looking as dominant as ever here as they control down low.
10 points now for the win. Top mid made safe. All they have to do is watch the pipe. The play now from Heretics has to be perfect. 5 seconds. And the shots are there. And Optic Gaming, they absolutely rob Heretics in map 1.
It was clean, it was concise, and Optic Gaming did not even look tested in the slightest there. That's some of the best Black Ops 4 I've seen the likes of Scum play for a long time. We saw him obviously kicking things up in the group stage, but bracket is different. We've seen obviously Optic sometimes have slow starts to tournaments. They've already had those 3-4 games in the bag now, this being that 4th one, and they seem to have found their footing. They seem comfortable. The roles seem very, very set in stone for once.
It's been a very turbulent time for this team. There's the last 30 seconds, friends. Perfect use of streaks. We've got top mid control as well from Optic, and we just watch them isolate these fights. Brilliant stuff from them to just make sure that nothing comes that Hardpoint's way that poses any threat whatsoever. Brilliant stuff.
As you see here, the last 10 seconds come down. It was really inevitable. Attack 5 was coming in. TJ nearly had his second War Machine. You look across the board for Heretics, they didn't have anything to bite back. Not a streak, not a specialist. And honestly, the gunfights were just one-sided in favor of Optic, and it was the bait, the switches, the trades were so efficient. But for me, what was so special about Optic Gaming in that Hardpoint was the fact that they were getting that first, that second kill, but they were staying alive at the same time, and that goes from, you know, from the rotations to those individual gunfights. And really, Heretics, they didn't give us what we've seen from Heretics before. We've seen Heretics test every single team that is in the Pro League, that is here in the competition. Not today.
No, well, not yet. It's a long series, Phil. That was only map 1. There's still a chance for Heretics to bounce back, but still, the form that Optic in right now, it does look very, very good for those fans of the green shirts. Now, going into the Search and Destroy has been the bane of Optic for a while. Once they do manage to find their form there, it does help out. Enough of that. Let's get back into that first Hardpoint. I mean, really, look at the disparity in the outer ring. That's the first Hardpoint where Optic Souls really, really made the difference. Once you get those ICRs in position and watch those elbows as well, you're seeing these huge scorelines develop, 77-18 there.
Yeah, and even in the outer ring, just to kind of point that out, Heretics, the very start of the Hardpoint, they got those 18 points. That's where it came from. Ever since the rotations, it was all Optic in that side. But I think it was just consistency for Optic Gaming, which, you know, hasn't been the case again throughout 2019, which we saw there throughout the Hardpoint. And it was really nice to see TJ kick things off, but it was Scum, it was Krim to kind of keep up that pace as well. However, Hardpoint done, dusted, and it's secured for the green wall. We go into Search and Destroy now. This is a different ball game. We're going to probably see the likes of Lucky pulling out that Paladin. Can Optic Gaming handle that?
Yeah, we have seen exceptional stuff from Heretics throughout the entire year. Not quite able to break into the top echelon of teams. They've had some successes when it comes to the open events, successes at the major lands. The league's always been kind of hit and miss for them, but they've always put on a good show.
Always interesting when it comes to Optic Gaming, of course. Wanted to finish strong here at CWL Champs 2019. And of course, we all remember that moment, Optic Gaming lifting that trophy, breaking that curse. A lot of people were kind of asking the question, you know, can they do it again? And the honest answer from a lot of people were, judging on, you know, the whole season, the answer was no. You know, these guys have not shown enough throughout the year. When the competition is so strong, you've got, you know, the teams like 100 Thieves, but look where they are right now. You know, this is Champs. This is where things are thrown out the window, and it's whether you turn up on the day and perform. But for Optic Gaming, what a way to start the series. Coming up next is going to be Arsenal. Search and Destroy here between the two squads, so I do expect to see something from Lucky. I'm expected to see something changed up. We know how fast and aggressive Heretics can be, but right now, Optic Gaming, they're looking very solid.
Yeah, look for hyper-aggression coming out of the players here on Heretics. Look for some big snipes. Lucky's been heralded as one of the finest snipers on this map. But on the other side of the board, he's got Dashi to contend with. We've all seen what Bruce Almighty can do with that Paladin. Here we go, friends, into the Search. Straight off the rip, Dashi running that Paladin down to B. He's going to be running directly into Lucky, who probably has it as well. So hold on to your butts, friends.
I told you we'd see something from Lucky. He likes to try this, he likes to test it. I will say, both these teams played this map and mode combination once in their pools. We saw Heretics take the victory. Of course, that was against the likes of Hybrid, but for Optic Gaming, this was actually the only Search and Destroy they lost, and that was to Train Hard. They lost it 6-4, so it's interesting it comes into the rotation so soon. We do see Krim fall, and Dashi will be looking for the retake, Paladin in hand.
Picks up an ICR in the secondary as well, but Lucky, in from behind comes Optic. That's lovely work on the flank. Dashi not able to get involved, but the flank battle is still going down, 3v2. Scumpy's making his way forward, he goes down. It comes all to Dashi. These shots are ideal, but he's got to get the kills. Now it's a 1v1. Dashi, Journey, snipes up. Is he really going to do this? Is he really going to do it with the Paladin?
The timer's against him. The time is ticking. With 10 seconds going, he's not even scoped out. He's waiting. And he sees him! Oh, you disgusting Dashi. However, the bomb will not be defused. You can quick scope all you like, and don't get me wrong, I love it! Give me more!
It's going to be a fun search. Good round from Heretics. First blood from Methods straight on a Crim at the top stairs there really helped out take the arm. Get that bomb down at B, force the engagements there. And fast adaptation comes through there from Heretics. Again, they read the play from Optic at B, and they just immediately beelined it across the map. Aided and abetted by that kill from Methods. 5 more rounds, that's what they're saying to themselves. I don't know what that is in Spanish.
Yeah, me neither. However, I'm sure we can get someone to translate that for us. Moving forward, I will say, coming into the search and destroy, TJ 1.33 KD, very, very interesting. But for me, even Dashi 1.57, Scump with a 1.8 nearly.
Here we go.
These are the 3 you want to be watching. Optic Gaming looking for 3 through the middle, 2 holding that trophy room, and I think they're almost anticipating the push from Heretics. Heretics can be aggressive. We talk about this all the time, but they've dug their heels in. They've got a 4-man stack over at A, but no action. As Lucky starts to rotate, still wielding the Paladin.
Still, he's actually made the perfect read. Methods in the back line. He's going to see them make their way in towards B in this position. Right now, it could work out, but look at that. Optic have just deterred. They've gone for a different route. They're going through lobby now. Journey definitely saw a few bodies there. Now Vortex is involved. Stuns are up. This could work out nicely.
Oh my.
That's a big stun.
That stunned everyone.
Not able to capitalize yet. Oh boy, they're shoulder to shoulder in there. Journey on the flank. Big kills, but the trades are still there. That's the kind of thing we want to see thrown into that room if you're Heretics. Lucky finds one with it. 30 seconds in a 3v2.
Crim and Karma, 25 seconds. The bomb must go down, or they must eliminate all 3 players. Can it start with one? Crim's down to just his 50 HP, and he's down all alone as well. Not a hope, not a prayer there. And again, very well executed from Heretics. What I did like, obviously, was when Optic Gaming went full force through the lobby, it wasn't panic mode for Heretics. They were very, very smart, and the player that was close by them just stayed alive long enough to enable his teammates to come through. Use that cluster, use that concussion so perfectly.
We go again. Round number 3.
We talked about Optic Gaming, obviously the stats, and saying how strong they were, of course, search and destroy. Across the board, all positive here for Heretics, but leading the line, we do have Metals at a 1.92 going into this, which is, again, a number you cannot stub your nose at.
Scary, man. Scary numbers. Heretics posturing towards B. Dashi's position now, he's not going to see much. But that bomb is slowly but surely making its way forward. It's not quite decided. There it is. That seems like a committal now. They're making their way into B. Optic on the deep defense, they're all far back. They're trying to tease out a move. Oh boy, that could not have been any closer. But close won't get you a kill as Dashi bunny hops his way around that top vent. You can feel that tension, man. I mean, not really willing to make the play. Oh, there it is. The tags are... Dashi. Lucky. What a matchup this is. Meanwhile, with 30 seconds remaining, the bomb's gone to the other side of the map. TJ's now involved. Lovely nade. Can't get a second kill out of it. Crim 6 up over the top. That ICR now ringing out. Trying to catch those players there in the dark corridor. Dashi, though, brings the Paladin forward. 20 seconds. You have to go, and you have to go now, Heretics. This is the move. As Dashi brings out the strife, he catches the one, and he can't get any more out of it in a 2v1. Karma now will be taken care of with 10 seconds remaining.
Again, nicely done there by Heretics. They put the pressure on at the right time, and you saw both of them. I think Heretics were a little lucky. You saw 2 of those players slide into dark, and they were both down to roughly around 20 health, and managed to get that stim in, get out, and get away with their lives. Lucky and Journey with a 2 to clutch up, but as they all spawn back in, put those lights upon their names. 3-0 now in the search and destroy. Heretics looking strong as ever. I will say some of these rounds could have gone either way, but Optic Gaming will We'll be looking for the first here in number 4.
Heavy pushing towards B, and again, we're seeing those snipes coming back out. Lucky was the lone defender towards A for Heretics. We've also got TJ watching that flank on the far, far side of the map. So Optic looking to make the play in towards B. They get a kill, you should see him commit. TJ's now actually pushing straight in towards that A-bomb site. And if we can get something, again, that just seals the deal for Optic. Oh. That's how you start a fight. And if there's any more to be had here, that bomb is going down.
Dashy sees another. Information will be relayed to the team, and it looks like the bomb's going to go down. It's now a 5-3 as TJ finds one. His job has been done. Both headshots coming in for Journey and TJ, though. As the clock starts to tick down from 45, Optic have the life advantage. Lucky and Medals will be trying to fight from the back. Dashy goes down. He's got the reinforcements, though, and Methods is actually having to back off. And suddenly they've got to be forced into a play. The wallbang doesn't come in, but Karma with the sword, Krim with the ICR. Leaves Lucky all alone, tail between his legs, and he's going to be out of there.
Plays his life wisely, though, 450 away from streaks. He can take that into the next round and make the 5th that bit more interesting. But with that, Optic managed to get themselves on the board. Will they find Lucky before the bomb explodes? Here they come, they're so close. As he manages to find 1, 2.
They shut him down. That's all that matters. I think he was 250 away from his streaks at that point, but the hunt was on.
It really was. They managed to catch him in the end. No more streaks for Heretics, but a solid round nonetheless.
Again, a much needed round here for Optic. You know, you start to see it kind of fade away. 2-0, 3-0. Getting one in the bag. Always a beautiful thing. Talking of beautiful things, look at that.
Swing. What a trophy, eh, friends? We'd all love to pick that one up.
We are not worthy.
Slight adaptation now from both teams. The snipes have gone away. It's going to be fisticuffs in mid-map, as we see in Heretics now make their way right through the middle of lab. No one seems to be watching it. They might just catch Optic unaware. TJ spots the 2. Bombs will be coming through any second now. Dashy may be stunned, but TJ certainly has him covered for the time being. That's a nice bit of crossfire from TJ. Oh, baby. The second. That shouldn't have worked out. TJ makes it happen. 4v1, Methods now has to make a play. Or he can throw himself off. Looks like he's opting for the latter. And Optic find their second round win.
Back-to-back now for Optic, and nicely done there. TJ, of course, finding the all-important 2 into lobby. A little bit of a sigh of relief for the Optic players and the fans out there. Of course, you see your team go down 3-0. You know your backs are against the walls, and they answer back. They bite back and they find themselves 2. Now, can they level the playing field here in Search and Destroy? Can they even do one better?
That's 2 rounds.
To a control, you know, with the lead here. But let's get into this round number 6 here. Dashy still with that Paladin.
That's 2 rounds straight. B hit now from Optic. Oh, hello, Lucky. Bringing the Paladin right through mid-map, and they might be able to cut these players off. And Dashy finds the opener on the Methods. So that's the lone defender of B cleaned up. Watch that window play, though. Ooh, Optic have spidey sensed this one. They are not opting to push through B.
You see this quite often sometimes. You get that first pick on B, and you just know that Heretics are like, oh, hang on a second, let's all rotate to B. And this is exactly what they're doing on the minimap, as you can see. Optic kind of preempting that, thinking 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. And now they're like, yeah, we've scared them off to B. Now we can start to get that bomb down. Journey does shut down TJ, so it's a 4v4, frag in hand. Uh-oh, that could be dangerous.
Wait, Lucky from behind, though. This is an interesting play. I mean, if you find something, he just catches the top of Krim. And that's a 4v3 right now. The bomb has gone down. Any more of these snipes would be ideal. Karma does manage to find a kill. The heavy tags as Vortex finds his second. It all comes down to Karma. And what a round this has been from Heretics. The defuse is coming through. There's no way he can make it in time. Wow. What a snipe that was. From Lucky on the top of Krim by that Jet. That Jet has been a point of extreme excitement thus far in Champs, for good and bad. Sorry, Methods. The other Methods, I mean. We all saw it, mate.
We all saw it.
Big round from Heretics.
And again, they're on the biggest stage that a Call of Duty team can play on right now. In front of the biggest crowd, against, you know, the biggest fan base. It is not easy to be a Heretics player right now. However, are they going to thrive? Are they going to crumble? Right now, they're looking comfortable as ever in the Search and Destroy. rounds away from, of course, pushing this series to a tie. And again, Search and Destroy, no one really going off so crazy that they're working towards, of course, a specialist of some kind. We've seen some slams and war machines previously in the S&Ds, but round number 7 looks like it's going to be a slow one here from Heretics, looking to maybe scope out the opposition.
Again, favoring that defense towards A is Optic. One player is going to be Karma sitting on the backhand side of B, way at the top of that mini-map, just making sure no one hits the flank. Now, Lucky, he's going to be very tentative in his play forward, knowing full well that there could be a snipe out. You push out too far, you make that wrong jump, you show too much shoulder, and that's it, you're done. We are seeing that snipe now move forward, trying to find something. And again, Optic have not wavered. Oh, wow. They're still holding it here at A. Will we see a move from Heretics? Are they going to keep that bomb going towards A, or are they going to go down that long B street? They could potentially get the bomb down, and if they could take lab control, I mean, there's anything. It could possibly hit the window, they could go through the lobby. Karma could make the move now. He's been sat still the whole round. He knew something's up. Here we go. Final 20 seconds, the bomb's down at B. Here's the play.
And the thing is, the bomb's down, but everyone is still everywhere on the map. TJ's pushing through food. You've got Lucky pushing down long, and at the moment, nothing's really happening. 35 seconds, someone's got to make the play, and it's Scum to step up here. Headshot onto Metals. TJ finds one. TJ finds another. And Lucky and Methods, they're out of position. Lucky will find one before he goes down, but Optic Gaming close that gap once again, and you see that. It was TJ once more. I think that's the second, maybe third double kill that he's found in the Search and Destroy, and we'll put Dashi a little bit closer towards those streaks. And of course, put them a little bit closer to Heretics, just one round away from tying up the Search.
That's a crucial round to win as well. You give that to Heretics, you see yourself sitting at 5-2. It's hard to make those comebacks. It's hard to win those straight rounds, especially when these teams are really not giving much to each other. We saw how quickly that round was over. But let alone the fact that Dashi was in the right place at the right time. The flank from Tej took a whole round to develop. You know, that's not something you can just throw a caution of the wind and make something happen early on like that. It takes an entire round to get a play like that to work out. 4-3 now as we go into round number 8. 7-4 for Lucky, 7-5 for Journey. They've been really doing the heavy hitting there for Heretics. On the other side of the board, it's your boy TJ Halley putting players to bed at 8-5.
Group 6 has been a bit quiet the past couple of rounds as his teammates have clutched up, but he finds the opener here. Scump does find one before falling. 3v3, close up. Dashi gets away with his life. We know how dangerous he can be with this Strife still. The second stim shot's going to come in as he dances around over on the other side of things. Crimson's got a pistol of his own. That bomb, though, it's a little bit in limbo here, Miles. It is, of course, directly in the middle. Oh, my goodness. First shot's not the last from Lucky. Comes down to a 2v2. A cluster will connect, but that's about it.
He had no right to win that. That was disgusting. Now in a 2v2. TJ and Dashi. Up and about. It's a trade. And now we're down to a 1v1 with Metals and TJ. The bomb in TJ's hand. He's about to walk straight into the... Now, Metals has gone for it, so now we're going to possibly see this work out towards B. However, Metals, he's just timed this so phenomenally. He's about to come up right behind TJ and absolutely blow it open.
Yeah, TJ was on a 4-kill streak there, so not only a round win, but to stop TJ in his tracks, as TJ once again gets a double kill. He's having a fantastic Search and Destroy personally, but it will mean absolutely nothing if they don't clutch up here.
It's incredible timing, man. That could not have been better. Like, he sat in the elbow and he was waiting and waiting and waiting. As soon as he pops out, he finds the bomb site of TJ Halley, that little purple mohawk. Here we go. Map point for Heretics. Karma's going back to his corner by B. It's that 4-man defensive lineup that looks towards A. Actually, he's got reinforcements now. Scump's coming to back him up towards B, having just the inkling that something may be happening here, and Lucky still has that snipe over there. So as long as no one from Optic pushes up past that stairwell, they'll be safe for now, but the bomb is making its way in. Dashi now providing the reinforcements up the back with the Paladin. And here we go, the timing could be great. Oh no, Bruce, go back. You need your team. As Lucky now makes his way forward. And that's it. He's just rung the dinner bell, the jig is up. There's no one in the flank though, so you could see Metals be able to watch this one pretty comfortably. And again, that nade lands. Oh boy, Lucky with a big shot.
Dashi's good, but so is Lucky.
Ooh, he found a second!
Lucky is disgusting there, finds 2. Can he find anything more? Crim and Scump have leveled things up to a 3v3. The Stripe is probably not the best weapon. The RK7 is not good enough. Scump finds 2. Scump finds 3. Can he find the 4th? The final with 20 seconds left. Someone needs to hop the bomb. It's a 1v1. Scump versus Methods! Oh my goodness! The king has spoken. 4 kills in the round, and the defuse will be given to him for his reward. Optic Gaming, another round on the board here.
They live to fight another round. 5-4. We're still sitting on map point for Heretics. Hero plays like this, they help out.
Oh, absolutely. This is the best I think we've seen Scump in so long. He's so comfortable. He's playing his own game, but it's working as a team as well. And again, you can see kind of, not that the emotion isn't there, but it's not about getting a 4-piece. It's not about winning the round. It's about winning this game right here. We've got a couple more to go. Can they tie it up, push it to a round 11? TJ has 10 kills to his name. Can he extend that?
Scumpy's 110 points away from streaks. Lucky's got 10 kills as well. I mean, this is a heavy hit and search and destroy so far, friends. Repositioning now from Heretics as they make their way towards B. Scump's got the bomb, he's leading the charge. If he gets the arm down, he's ever so close. But there's not many more players here. It all comes down to methods. Lucky's now pulling the Paladin up behind him. And it's going to be another Paladin battle, and Lucky's just been winning these. But Bruce just gives him a flesh wound. Lucky now going back into the ring for another swing, and he somehow hit, I don't even know how that bullet landed. He just wanted that one and curved it around the AC unit. And once again,
goodness, please!
These two are so evenly matched.
Crim6 has fallen. It's a 5v4 here. Oh my goodness, finally! You ain't surviving that. It's gone straight through the skull. Lucky, don't do it. Oh my God!
I have never seen so many snipes in a single round.
This is not an all-star game.
Plan B. No, plan A again. Keep pushing. They're going to keep the bomb going this way. Scump leads the charge. Vortex somehow finds 2.
Dashy finds Journey.
It's a 2v1. Up over the top. Dashy finds it. He's got to watch his back though. The bomb is just behind him. The slam from Metals to close the round out with a bang. He ties up the series 1-1.
What a way to finish it. Slams on down. Dashy, I think, found about 17 hit markers, 3 kills, a bomb plan. He did everything he could. But Heretics rewarded with that slam from their previous performance. Take the search and destroy 6-4, tie up the series 1-1.
That was an insane amount of hit markers in what felt like a couple of minutes. I mean, still. Friends, countrymen, and everyone in between. Tied up 1-1, Optic Gaming versus Heretics. When we come back after the break, it's going to be Control on Gridlock. You won't want to miss this, friends. This is COD Champs. We're only on day 1.
The Call of Duty World League is brought to you by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the CWL.
Optic Gaming, Karma, Crimsix, Scump, Dashi, and TJ Haley. Optic Gaming, beginning of the year, should be the best team. They've recruited this crazy kid that is Dashi, and they live up to it for Vegas.
When they picked up TJ and Dashi, I think a lot of people loved the roster move. We saw their motivation coming into Vegas, and I think pretty easily they were able to take Vegas.
They did not live up to that. I mean, they were a solid team for the months to come, but they weren't nearly as dominant as they were in Vegas.
The motivation didn't seem to be there.
Optic Gaming, I feel, peaked very early. The meta favored their play style, but I feel they fell behind. I think for Optic Gaming, first is the only option, and I think that is heavily down to the amount of fans that these guys have. They have to live up to that. Getting to a grand final and losing, that's as bad as coming last for these guys. And it's tough being under that pressure, but Optic Gaming, this is the pressure of joining them. You know, there's pros and cons for the Green Wall, and this unfortunately is one of those negatives of having to win every tournament.
Top 3 for Optic Gaming at London, top 3 for Optic Gaming at Anaheim. There were some good showings, and they were a couple of maps away from potentially being a grand final if a few plays go a little bit differently. Why do we not accept top 3s for Optic? Well, if the Green Wall doesn't, it's because they expect championships. I mean, when you look at the trio of Crim, Karma, and Scump, those guys have done it all.
So Optic has run into some role issues. There's players on their team that, you know, can't run certain guns or certain specialists. Like, they need a SOG that can run grapple, and they're trying to have TJ do it. He cannot do it.
What does Optic have to change before champs? I think that's a question we've been asking. I think that's a question they're asking themselves. So I think for Optic Gaming, you just have to pick one thing. You have to stick to it, continue to get better and better each day, because right now it feels like they're in their own head right now.
Welcome back. It's not easy being green, is it? And easy at the top. Right now, Optic tied up against Heretics. They're far from the tippy top yet, but they're working their way there one series at a time. 250 to 77. If you missed that one, friends, that was a beast. Search was a little bit more, a little bit closer, eh? A little bit more tight.
Yeah, Search and Destroy got that heart racing a little bit more, you know? Burn those extra calories.
Ooh, like that.
Control coming up next though, match the 3 all tied up here. We've seen some good, some bad from both teams here in the group stages, of course, with that Control. Optic winning 2-3-0, but they lost out to EG. Wasn't on this map, it was on Arsenal here, but Optic Gaming, you can see by the minimap, it is a very, very heavy A push. Look, he's gonna get the better of TJ. Now, what you might see here Heretics do is just pin them in. You may not see them kind of, you know, be overzealous, should I say, or push in or give away lives. It looks like they're trying to pin them in, trying to put them down in the showers. Dashi's having absolutely none of it though. See what Medals can do by Broken.
I mean, this is tough.
Not much.
You had him trapped. You had him pinned in. You knew where they were coming from.
An Optic Gaming.
We're out. You've lost every gunfight so far. Metal's coming off spawn though. He's now in a position to catch them, possibly as they rotate through the back of B. Number 4 as well, so he took down Scump. Now Scump's going to be pushing in through his spawn towards the front end of B as well, so this could be a pinch. Watch out for that number 7 as well.
Yeah, this is really awkward. You got both teams in both spawns. You know, there's literally two people from Heretics spawn killed, 2 people from Optic Gaming. However, when things all even out, Crim's going to be playing a little bit alone on the flank here. Ball pushing through the front. No, Medals taking down TJ. Ace done, which has given them that time extension. 22 lives apiece right now, but 90 seconds separates as we do see Optic players go down. Calmarance is back with just 11 HP. He's going to slide away and reload that Maddox here, get back into the action. Methods starts to jiggle peek, shoulder peek. Those boxes and the 18 wheel will go down.
Dashi finally gets the show on the road there by killing the player in 18. Karma leading the charge. Whoa, the walls of that sushi shop. Actually a ramen shop, but you know what? It's the end of Black Ops 4, I'll let it go. He finally gets taken down as Crim. Now trying to get the kills on the way forward, but Metals, once again, has been an absolute brick wall. He finds himself his 3rd kill in a row. That's 6 now to his name. Methods not able to get into the kill feed just yet, but that's absolutely fine. Heretics still have a nice life lead. There's only a few right now. Kills like that are going to help keep it going forward. Vortex now trying to hit the back. Nice shot punch there from Scum as he manages to find 1, but this is an opening now for Heretics to get back onto the point and make safe B.
Optic are on it. The first tick is coming in. This is dangerous because you go too aggressive. You're going to be caught, but you pants down. TJ finds 1. Vortex answers back, but Dashi throws the frag and will find himself a kill with that. The second tick is close. Karma's gonna fall, and that's a beautiful little double there from Heretics, and you start to see Lucky turn around, go for the spawn kills. But guess who's still in and amongst the action? It's Dashi with one. Can't find the second here. And now we start to see the spawn kills come through, but it's going to be nullified by TJ. 8 versus 8. Nobody on the point, and Scump on the flank here.
There's only one tick remaining there on B, and they've got 8 lives apiece. They'll play this real slow. There's not a lot of time left. If you get taken care of, if you're back on spawn, it's quite a journey back to that B zone. Stuns are up. It lands. It's good for Scump, but the Tackmaster's going to get Lucky back in the fight quickly. TJ puts him down. 15 seconds now on the clock. Need a contest. It's going to be Vortex who's trying to lock down the back. Teach with 2. Karma finds the contest. The hip fire doesn't quite get it done, but here we have TJ wants to get in from behind. 5 lives left for Heretics. Now it's 5 left for Optic here in round 1. Watch that contest.
Watch that time. 9 seconds, 4v3. As it's contested, the time is paused, but it's back in 2. It's ring around the roses. Who's going to be the difference maker as Dashi and Metals exchange blows? It's a 2v2 now as Method comes in with the RK7. The cluster. It's got to be a double! And TJ puts it in the top pocket, or kind of his shoelaces, but it doesn't really make a difference when it clusters in. It's in to stay.
That's one way to end the round.
Catch.
Great work from both teams there.
Heretics did really well to even get it down to a 2v2. I felt like Optic should have closed that out a little easier there, but one cluster is all they need.
It kind of feels like that was almost as long as the round of Control and Gridlock can be. They got A so fast. They had so much time to work with, and Heretics really made them bleed that one down to the very, very final moments. That's my boy, Teach. It's my little bearded baby. Round 2 underway.
7 and 7 for TJ. You did see Metals start really strong. He had like 7 of the 14 kills that broke off here. A bit of team fire's not going to help anyone. Optic himself out here as TJ continues the rampage. His kill streak number 3. As he does get shut down, that's going to be by Lucky as he finds himself a team kill with the expansion of that cluster. We are going to see Heretics try and take over that A zone. First tick is in, you can see them pushing out. This is very much like the same as round number 1. Roles reversed though, Optic Gaming are going to try and pin them down.
Or are they? Kind of letting that back defensive B go forward. Oh, Dashi!
That's a Frag Friday.
He threw that from very far away. Good shot up top to find that kill. Gives Optic the advantage for now. Again, 2 minutes is a long time to work with, so we're seeing neither team really make a move.
The versatility of Dashi always impresses me. ICR, he looks ridiculous. Maddox, Sniper. Some people just are built differently here. 28 to 27. Not many kills has been made in the round, but plenty of time still to play with here. Optic looking at their own spawns. We see 5 players now flanking from Heretics. And with Karma going down there, what you do see is Karma actually spawned behind Heretics. And if Heretics aren't on their game, they will actually get caught out by this, but it looks like they're 1 or 2 steps ahead here as they jump onto B. And now these individual gunfights are so important. Slam is available for Metals. Method takes down Grim, and this could be a quick one. Ooh.
First tick finished. Second tick underway.
See ya.
Gorgeous shots from Methods there to get the kill on the Dashi. Here comes the second tick. Have to get that contest sooner rather than later, Optic. The shots are there, Metals. Lovely work there on the Scum. Hip fire comes through. Oh boy, that was unfortunate. A little blunder.
However, it might be a team kill, but the third tick is coming in. They've got a challenge. They will challenge, and we are going to see Metals try and redeem himself for what has just gone down. It might be a poor slam, but he is on a 2-kill streak, 15 kills to his name. Bit trigger happy there, but the third tick is going to come in there. And Scum, just a little late round the corner there. You can see him just trying to trickle in, but misplay on the slam made up for it in the kills department.
And that would have really hurt. If you manage to nail the slam on your teammate, you don't win the round. That hurts. But at the end of the day, no one from Optic able to contest that one. I'm curious. I mean, I'd love to see the mini-map from a kind of top-down perspective, how far away Scump really was there. But he was close enough. This power position there from the green taxi from Methods, he really did a lot of work there. That big 1v1 he had against Dashi, was standing on top of that 18-wheeler, just on the bonnet. He managed to find that huge kill, gets a couple more out of that one. And it's those power positions here we see on Gridlock so many times. And the ICRs really shine in those long-range gunfights. And, well, friends, Optic are on offense. That means they're going to go straight into A, capture it very quickly, and then we'll get back into the fight, shall we?
I think control on Gridlock should actually just be a minute, 2.5 minutes, just with B-Zone. Make things easier. 30-30 though, as you can see, basically. Optic and Heretics, they have the same game plan. They don't want to waste any lives, as you commit too hard to defend A, and sometimes you'll be punished for it. You'll lose those lives that you desperately need towards the end. But as the time is extended, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Cluster goes in. Black Jacket is going to save one of the Optic members there here, but look at number 8. Number 8, Vortex, he's actually coming right behind all of them. Be interested to see if he finds anything from this. Let's jump on board with him. He's got a concussion too.
Optic have charged forward now. Vortex can bank this nade. Oh my word, he was dead instantly. Optic have yet to lose a life. As Scuffy finds big work, TJ saves him. And the charge is real as they make their way in towards B. War Machine out and about for TJ. As he wages through the back end. Big shots as Dash. He also finds his kills, and this is it. The capture point of B. His first tick is complete. No one, and I mean no one from Heretics is close enough. TJ's still holding down the back. He's still got a shot left. And this time is absolutely working in favor of Optic. They're going to capture B. It's almost done. There's still no one to contest. There's no one yet there. Can they get the kills, get these players off?
They will retain B for a second. The Lightning Strike was acquired here. However, the damage may be done with the 6-point lead here. We are going to see Optic Gaming start to utilize this. Lucky does have the War Machine. We do have a Slam as well. It's specialist galore for everybody, it seems, at this point. TJ did use that War Machine. Lucky rips the face off of Dashi for that one. And Heretics, they survive for another fight. Krim goes down. TJ answers back. And again, this is strong here from Heretics. Credit to them. They stay really composed here. Contested at the right time. They're pushing at the right time. But Optic Gaming, Dashi in particular, trying to change the game. The 200 health is a boost, but the Tempest in the hands of Dashi, that's just something else.
Stun gun is out. He finds Metals in the back. And that's a hip fire as he keeps that one going. The cap is on. Karma in perfect position to hit the flank. The potential for devastation as the cap still goes down. And again, that's it. He buys just enough time for the cap to come through.
Simply too much for Heretics to handle there. Again, you saw the streaks available, but it was the Tempest and the TAC 5. And I always say, when you can combine the TAC 5 with another specialist, it just amplifies how good it really can be. You can survive that extra 2-3 bullets with the Tempest to get maybe a second shot off. You can survive that half second longer in the air with your grab slam. Whatever it is, War Machine, Vision Pulse as well, it's all crucial moving forward. Talking of crucial, interested to see a quick specialist check going into potentially the last round here in Control, whether it be your War Machines, your Visions. Let's have a look what they have, or what they don't have.
We do have a War Machine for Lucky. Method's not too far away from his own Tempest, and Vortex is creeping ever closer to another TAC 5, but still Karma's ready to go with that Slam. We've seen how devastating it has been in this position on Showers throughout the entirety of Black Ops 4. Grim's almost got a Vision Pulse as well with those streaks.
The fact Karma's still alive here with those clusters going around actually amazes me. And he's finding kills here and there. Optic Gaming do defend A this time. Last time, obviously, it was more of a prevention measure, but this time they actually go for it.
Now with Heretics capturing A, I think it's about time, friends, that we dive into a quick Astro Gaming listen-in with Heretics.
Como antes.
Uno toalla, creo,
Vuelta hacia izquierda. Otra papel.
Hay dos atrás aún en base, chicos. Scumpy y Grimsix. Hay que limpiar la base, que alguien me ayude.
Vale, voy, Duki.
Scumpy y Grimsix. Base Dashi, one shot. En árbol está Grim. El otro está arriba. Dashi está colado también. Dashi está colado también.
Queda aquí izquierda.
Atrás, habrá ido.
Uno. Mata el Dashi.
Vale, sí, necesitamos hacer cosas rápidas. No podemos subir ahí.
Vale.
Estoy una en el gestor, ¿vale?
Vale, daseo conector.
Estoy contigo, Luki. Estoy una en el gestor, ¿vale?
Voy por derecha.
Tienen dos line.
Tienes dos.
Juega tú atrás.
Camión fuera.
Vale, voy por medio.
Camión fuera. Fuera abajo.
Ya al final de su base.
Están pushando a la izquierda.
¿Dónde?
I don't know how your Duolingo is going, but mine is not going strong enough to really pick up too much of what went on in that listening. It's still Heretics here in the comms, as fast and as furious as ever. Now as they make their way through the back of B, the gunfight's happening on the other side of the map as well, so this is a pinch again developing towards B. Time and time again we see it go down. TAC 5 just gets shaved off the top then of that player from Heretics as they make their way back onto the point. The capture begins. Journey locks down the side, finds the first. Preemptive strike on the second as Dashi's lightning strike comes through just to force these players back, but Methods wins the gunfight. And we're still getting the capture come through for Heretics.
And again, at this point, Journey, he has that vision pulse. Crimson doesn't actually have it yet. You know, does he invest it to secure this round right now? Do they even need it? They got the first stick here. Lucky pushing forward. Big kill onto Karma there. Lucky with a kill onto TJ as well, trying to push it to a round of a 5. And with that lightning strike, it is going to push those players from Heretics off that point. Journey's just secured himself a full set of streaks as well. Medals, he's going to go down, but 15-8. This is looking very convincing here for a round of a 5.
It's a big life lead right now for Heretics, trying to push him into the 5th.
No one wants to invest those specialists for Heretics. They're like, we don't need to. We can win this without them. For Optic Gaming, they want to save them for that final round here. Karma and Crim, though, do find 2. 6 versus 9, make it 5 here. Journey with the ICR, saving himself just a second. Wisely done there, Journey, just to back off, wait for his teammates. They're going to go once again here. And for Heretics now, all they need to do is trade a couple kills.
Optic have just got to sit back and let that clock run down. The ping comes through. No one really in a position to find a kill. The lightning strike's going to come. This is it. Consider that the gong. Now the fight's on. Crim goes down. The final 4 remain. 20 seconds left. Karma could potentially find this slam!
You saw him lining it up so well. 3v6, 2v6. Scump and TJ 4. The slam was invested. Is it going to be enough? Lucky needs to go big here, but he does have his teammates coming off spawn, but it was all about the time. He stayed alive long enough. Karma nearly saves it for Optic, but he's not going to have that slam going into round number 5. See how hard that hits Optic. For any of you just joining us here, Optic Gaming took the hard point convincingly. Heretics takes the search and destroy narrowly. And again, a very close game here for Control on Gridlock. The Spanish are fighting strong, they're standing tall. And so with the green wall.
This is for the lead in the series. This is for the lead going into that hard point on match point. That's what you want as Optic. They slaughtered them in the opening hard point. If we have to force it to a search and destroy for Optic, that's not a good thing.
This is interesting here because, again, they've almost anticipated the B push. You do see War Machine and Tempest, the firepower, as well as Vision Pulse. You look at Heretics, they should win this round. Should being the key word. They have the specialists, they have the advantage, and they are on the defense here. However, TJ and the boys of Optic Gaming, they find the first tick, they start to pile on. Look how fast that B zone is depleting here. It's all gonna go. The Vision Pulse has been used, Tempest as well. But have they used it a little too late? B could be all done. It could be all gone. TJ goes down. The connection doesn't chain, and he's gonna get right back up.
It's not enough. Scumpy was wearing his rubber boots, and he lives to fight another day. TJ goes down, 150 off of streaks. Now Lucky in from behind, but the gunfights are still working out for Optic. Vortex needs to back up. As Dashi, he wins a big one. And he's going to push the front line forward and allow TJ to capture the point while the rest of the team fights their way across mid-map.
Lucky has a War Machine. However, Flak Jacket will be worn. Journey does find 2, and the problems for Heretics is if they get shut down here, it is not easy to get back in the showers. The first tick has gone through on A. They only need 1 more as another one is going through. There's 3 players on it. Journey needs to go big. Vortex 2, the War Machine's out. It's the second for TJ Haley, and we are going to see 2 fall, make it 3. Scump goes in, and Optic Gaming once more come and shut down Heretics. They didn't have the specialists, they didn't have the side. But they come out on top as a very dominant B push to open things up, changes the game. We saw 4 rounds in a row, every single team push those showers, secure that A zone. But Optic changed the meta.
Heretics as close as they could have come there. It was an incredibly closely fought battle in the control of the matchup. But that War Machine of TJ was as thunderous as the applause here in the Paley Pavilion. The last minute of that control, friends. Oh boy.
It says a lot when the last minute still includes the B zone. It was such a strong push, but everything was invested at this point. You saw Methods, he got the Tempest out, but he couldn't push with it. He knew he was going to be pre-aimed over these boxes. Scump goes down, but he gets right back up, and it's just the timing here. You see number 1, Dashi. He knows that his teammates have got B. He goes into A on his own. If you watch the mini-map here, Dashi starts to make an incredible play. He takes down number 7. He takes down number 10. That's the difference maker. Bruce Almighty going big, and he doesn't jump on the point. Dashi ain't about that. He's securing it and tells TJ to jump on in. And again, number 1 and 2 combined The Young Guns, Dashi and TJ secure it, but Karma flying in from the side. A real team effort. And bear in mind at this very moment, Optic have lost 6 lives. Heretics, they've lost half of theirs, 15. Simply too much. And with TJ going off once again, the second War Machine comes through and finishes so strong.
You have to say in those final moments, I mean, it's tough to play for the win at that time because you know the Tempest is still available, so they're going to be running Tac Mask. They're not going to be running the Flak Jacket in those final moments. We're seeing them just get absolutely obliterated there by TJ's War Machine on the point at A. Well, friends, now we're going to a hard point. For an Optic fan, that's obviously a very, very good thing because they gave Heretics a big old red handprint across the back in that first one. Now, do Heretics have the metal? No pun, but yes, to now bounce back here in the second hard point. I honestly, I think that they're warming up throughout the series. Their first match of the day, here on the Friday at Champs, here on the first day of the real tournament at Champs. You know what I'm talking about. Can they bounce back?
I think most definitely can. I think for Optic Gaming, yes, that was a huge clutch, but I think that's what it was a clutch. They didn't have the specialists going into that round 5. A lot of people there, when they look at that round and that round alone, may have favored Heretics. You look at the first hard point though, and it was very, very dominant. If they bring that same energy, that passion, and honestly, just that simple team skill there, it will be shut down. Now for Optic Gaming, you know, close this one out, move on in the bracket. We've already seen teams do it already. Units taking down Envy. On Bravo, we've got Splice battling about Team War. But right now, Optic Gaming, by far, in the lead here, 2-1. Arsenal Hardpoint coming up next though.
This is the best position you could possibly want to be in right now as Optic Gaming. Going into another hard point, a strong hard point. You don't want to go to that search and destroy against Heretics, not the way the Arsenal search went.
And you don't want to be going down to that loser bracket as well. We already know one or 2 teams down there, I believe FaZe, 100 Thieves. One of those will be finishing top 16. It's Champs, this happens. Map number 4 underway. It's going to be Hardpoint on Arsenal. It looks like we're going to have a restart unless Methods and Metals have had an argument during the break. Of course, they haven't. We're going to restart this one and get right back into it. I'm not sure exactly what the thing that needs to restart is, but overall,
that's all right.
Gives us a couple more minutes to catch our breath. High five.
These things happen, friends. Quick restart as we ponder over the future of who will hold that trophy.
Someone asked me the question, you know, if Optic were to win, you know, are they the best Black Ops 4 team? A question a lot of people may want to answer if it comes to it. However, here on Bravo, Splice, of course, we all know him, we all love him. They're going up against Team War now. This obviously being a European team, some names you may recognize there. Josh, PT for example. It's funny, again, to get this battle. Josh versus Jerd, a very historical European battle that's gone back and forward. I saw some tweets from the Europeans saying Josh will not let Jerd get the better of him. He will pull out absolutely everything.
Now, bear in mind, friends, this matchup on Bravo is a lower bracket round 1, and currently with Team War. They lost their matchup to E United, I believe. Now they're looking at Splice. Splice are really looking down what begins to be the barrel of the gun, losing that first hard point. Scary signs for that squad. We've got such high hopes for them. We have had such high hopes for Splice this whole year long. From great consistency early on to a bit weak at the knees as they go rolling this sort of halfway through the life of Black Ops 4, and now we're struggling. Anyway, friends, that's enough Bravo for now. If you want to watch Bravo, you can jump over to twitch.tv/Call of Duty Bravo. But if you're here, it's because you want to watch these teams go at each other's throats. We're now ready to get back into the match. What do you think,
High hopes for a lot of team. What do I think about what?
Oh, that trophy.
The trophy? It's actually really heavy. Really, really heavy.
Why do you know that, Phil?
I don't have a clue. I don't know. I don't know if it's heavy. Coming into Hardpoint, of course, first game mode, and of course, that all-important 4th. Looking at the leaderboard here, top in the leaderboard, of course, for the Hardpoint, KD is 0 from FaZe Clan. You see United coming in second RCs, but draw your eyes to 3rd and 4th. It's a double dose of Optic Gaming as we jump into Hardpoint. Is this where they end it? Is this where they shut it down? And is this where they move on? One step closer to that trophy.
Great start from Heretics. We saw Heretics have great starts there on the first Hardpoint map. Can they keep up the pace? DJ finds one right up main street, as we see Journey now trying to hold on, but the window play is wide open. There's a breeze. They need to shut that window, and they can't do it. That's a clean 5. Optic kill the entire squad. Gonna be spawning out. Stun try and hold the line. That stun found everybody. Welcome to Stun City, Heretics. The whole team got taken out again. What a start from Optic.
Scum finds 2. Limbo's under Karma's bullets there for a second, but it's all about this rotation, and it is all Optic game. Look at the minimap. I mean, Heretics, I'm not sure exactly why they're taking their time right now. There's 3 seconds. You've got to start pushing up, and here they go down by the gun. Look, he's going to find a very instrumental kill, but look at the crossfire coming in from Dashi there. 2v1 it almost felt like, as Optic Gaming will reap the rewards of the first 10 seconds of this hard point. And Heretics, they'll be fighting from the front, pushing down, trying to get that height advantage over the gun, but for Crim, TJ, and Scump, it's a little too easy. Journey does bounce back with a kill of his own. But as it currently stands, Scump is on a 5-kill streak. He's 30 points away from his Lightning Strike. Of course, he can acquire with that with just simple hill time, but he doesn't need it. Lightning Strike has been acquired. The stim shot has been given. Will he get that all-important Hellstorm? I think here it is. And this is not good news.
That was real close, though. Off the top rope slide right on through Heretics, but they slide right into the guns of Optic, and again, the crossfire there on that hard point. It's a wide open space. Very, very dangerous. Optic have all the angles covered, and they have just been milking it here. 67 and climbing. Scumpy with full streaks at 6 and 2. 6 and 5 for Teach, a little bit more close to the wire there, and on the other side of the board, Heretics a little bit slow to get into this one, but still early days. They only had success on that first hard point, and now they've got the rotation down for the third. They've got it. How long, though? With Crim now working his way through food. They've cut down the rear guard. Now it falls to the final 2 members on defense, and it's wide open. Scumpy, rightfully so, calls in the lightning.
And again, I feel like Optic Gaming, they made the first 2 hills look so easy. It's actually going to reward them even more. The domino effect is coming in, and Optic Gaming are using the rewards, that lightning, that Hellstorm maybe, to actually just secure more time. 85 to 34 here. Heretics, a good little stint there as they find 3, and they bounce back onto the hard point. But it's going to have to be a little bit better. Quick Hellstorm coming through. Oh! Scooby.
You didn't see anything. You saw nothing.
Oh
God.
He's trying to make up for it. He's like, I'll kill my whole team, and then I'll kill your whole team. Like, not going to happen.
He's still contested for so long alone. It was like, my bad. Here we go. Back on spawn. TJ finds a couple of kills. Straight over to the next hardpoint Optic go. They can wipe their memory clean of that one. You know, I wanted to see Team's face when that happened. That's really what I wanted. Solid hold, though. See Metals now start to ramp up, make his way forward. Straight into a prone Scumpy. Lucky there gets the trade. Nades are out. We're going to catch these players, but it's a clear 50-point lead now for Optic, starting to build, starting to get bigger and meaner as they line up. You hear the trophy systems develop. No way any projectiles will find their way onto that hard point now. And once again, Optic with an absolute iron grip here.
Yeah, 3 kills to 1. It just seems to be in the kill feed. Those trades are just going in Optic game in favor. Look to the top right and you see every single player positive. I mean, TJ himself, double digits already. Scum 12 and 5. He's nearly got his TAC 5. And again, those rewards I was talking about in the score streaks, those lightning, those Hellstorm, Optic Gaming are winning that specialist race too. How do they break here in trophy? If they need to break, that is, they pop the TAC 5. However, 2 players taken down. Optic Gaming starting to build momentum. Momentum which may not be able to be broken here as Journey tries his best there. He's in a bit of a one-on-one right at the back with Crim6 here, but that extra 50 health may just aid him in this good fight.
And once again, Momo, we're seeing it. We're seeing the outslay. Heretics just unable to keep up in the kills department. They may be in the right place at the right time. The mechanics at Hardpoint, they play it very well, but when it comes to just outslaying your opponent and keeping them out and away from that Hardpoint, Optic do it so well.
Oh my goodness, Scump is disgusting. He's just killed 2 players, turned on another 3-kill streak. He's 16 and 6 as it currently stands. Optic Gaming double the lead of Heretics as it is. Scump finally falls, Dashi and Crim though stepping it up. Taking those last 15 seconds with ease here. Heretics have to forget this rotation. Go into the next now and try and hold this middle for as long as possible. Optic Gaming don't have anything to break with, such as score streaks or specialists just yet. However, you know, their Maddox, those ICRs and swords it up.
Start from Lucky. Kills on that side of the lobby will help out. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, they're done. Optic win the fight there. to slow this one down as they start to rethink the attack. The spawn has now come through. You don't want to send those two players in on their own. It's basically like throwing meat to the dogs right now. So wait for the rest of Optic to show up. Here they come. Straight to Vortex. Slow picks from the window. Very patient play from Dashy, and that's great. Karma gets the slide through. TJ's going to find the point now, so that's a brilliant retake from Optic. They may lose that slow fight, but that's not a problem with Dashy still in the window, perched atop his throne. You may get dethroned momentarily from Lucky, but the damage is already done. 76-point lead right now for Optic Gaming.
Nice rotation, though, for Optic here. Trophy is going to go down, stop those projectiles coming through. With 13 seconds, you're starting to see Heretics push through food, flank through kitchen. Big gunfight here for Scump, but I think he sensed it. He saw him. Concussion too strong, finds one, but again, this is the story of Scump. It's staying alive. It's finding the first kill. Regenning back to 150 and going again. He's tagging him up, he's calling for help, and he probably will get it, but does he need it? I don't even think so. Scump, another kill, 2-kill streak for him. The concussion is easy to dodge as Scump just slides out, and the kill will be traded as Vortex does find him, but again, Scump 21-9, the best I've seen him play in so long.
Here we go, Dashy! Baby, that was two nasty ones back to back. And again, specialist usage right now is really starting to fly out. Optic have crossed over 200 points. This is starting to look very, very dire for Heretics. And again, with the Tempest from up high, and what a shot that was! Is this Vegas? He's ripping him!
Oh, Dashy! He didn't even mean to get that kill, but he'll take it. He's now 16-10, but importantly for Dashy, he's got 109 seconds on the clock here. Slam's gonna come through for medals, nicely used there, but Scump coming in from behind. And look at this, number 9 is Crimsy's getting this last bit of scrap time. But we see Scump, Dashy, TJ already getting those spawns. It should be a little bit overwhelming though for them. War Machine has been invested, very hard to use when you're at a height disadvantage. DJ isn't gonna find anything there. Optic Gaming are 14 points away from securing themselves in the winner bracket round 2. Dashy and Karma have just broke through. Scump's gonna find one with the sword, and they have full control. They are not letting Heretics come close. The TAC-5 boost has surely got to be used. It's almost like another reward for Optic Gaming as the time ticks away. The slam comes down. The contest for a millisecond may come through, but Dashy is gonna stop anything and everything in his tracks, but 3 points is all they need. And it's not going to be here. They may just have to rotate, Miles.
Gotta go for the rotate. There's 10 seconds left. No one in a position to get that scrap. We're sorry for the anticlimax, friends. You can blame Optic for that one. Teach now locking it down. One last valiant charge from Heretics to try to stop the inevitable. But the one thing missing from Optic Gaming in Miami, they seem to have found here in LA, and that's teamwork. 3-1. Optic will advance. Heretics, we will see you in the lower bracket a little bit later on. Smiles all round for Green Wall fans.
Optic Gaming giving something for the fans to cheer about here. His team will give out the fist bumps and congratulate them on the victory. Again, Optic Gaming, you know, they go into that as the favorite. You know, this is something that they should be doing here. However, in the fashion that they do it, once again, Optic Gaming come in with a 3-1 victory. It's the same throughout the group stage. They did it in all 3 games. They lost one game mode. It's not a specific game mode that they're struggling with here. We saw in the group stage they lost a Hardpoint, an S&D, and a Control. Here, just the search and destroy, and it was a close one. It wasn't, you know, a one-sided affair in favor of Heretics in that game mode. But again, Optic Gaming, one step closer, one game at a time. They know what it takes. Those players have lifted, or some of them lifted that trophy before, of course, that is there before them. But Optic Gaming looking strong here on Friday.
Yes, good stuff. It's a good start already. I mean, were you guys worried? Were you, the viewers at home, were you worried? That
I was worried when you were casting Optic Gaming.
Hey.
But we're okay.
It's attached to my hip. It's very, look, don't worry, friends. There's plenty more COD to come. We hope you enjoyed that one, though. Optic fans, again, something to really cheer about. And it's been a while for them, of course. Miami was a real tearjerker, but hey, these things happen. They will live to fight another day. They're now advanced on a winner's round 2. Friends, we know what you want. You want to hear from the king himself. He's on the stage right now for our PlayStation. It's Reaction with Jess.
Thank you, Miles. Scump, for you, what's the takeaway from this series?
We need to work on search, to be honest. Our respawn's been bailing us out a little bit, which is weird because our search used to be our best game mode, and now we're struggling in it a little. So I feel like if we can clean up searches right now, our control and hardpoint both look really, really good. So if we can just fix a few things, then I feel like we're solid.
In speaking with your team over the recent months, the conversation always seemed to be around getting back to fundamentals. Is that kind of what you mean? And what do you think of the state of the current fundamentals for Optic?
I think we're playing really well. Everyone's rotating correctly. The maps just feel really fluid with everyone rotating through the spawns and picking up what they need to pick up. So I feel like right now we're playing really well fundamentally. We just need to keep our shots going and just keep doing what we're doing, honestly, in respawn. So like I said, search and destroy is what's looking a little grim right now.
So do you think that this event will bring some redemption after what I'm sure was a very disappointing event at Finals in Miami?
Oh yeah, I mean, we already won one map, so this one's definitely a little bit better than that one. So. But no, yeah, this is definitely a time to prove ourselves. I feel like we can definitely take this tournament home. It's just, honestly, just doing it. We just got to come to play every series and keep doing what we're doing.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Back over to Katie at the desk.
Thank you, Jess. Optic Gaming take down Heretics. They survive Miles casting them, and they will continue to move on here in the winners bracket. Congratulations to them for doing so. But I kind of want to talk about what Scump just said in that interview with Jess in that PlayStation Instant Reaction, which was that they're shaky on their S&D, but he feels like they're comfortable in everything else. Nameless, would you agree with that, or do you think control and respawns maybe not as solid as he says?
I would agree with that, especially in that match right there. Those hard points were nearly impeccable. I mean, we just saw Scump put up one of the best maps we've seen him play in a very long time, and that's what we were talking about in the previous segment. Like throughout group stages, him and Crimsix were amazing. We were waiting for Scump to get back to his old form. If he plays like that, like they can go all the way to the final. And going into their next match, I believe they play E6 for a spot in the top 6. Like, you favor Optic Gaming. I don't care how good you think E6 is right now, you probably favor Optic Gaming in that match. They have a pretty good bracket.
Talking about that S&D, it was just a battle between Dashy and Lucky. Who was going to get that hit marker? Who was going to get that headshot? But then we saw it. It came down to those last final 2 rounds. On the side of Heretics, Lucky was able to pick up a 2-piece snipe right off the rip. Somehow, some way, lose the round. And then that next round, Dashy picked up the first, same 2 first bloods, and then lost the round. Obviously, we saw Meadows coming behind him with the grab slam. But overall, there was only little things that you need to fix. If you just decrease those hit markers, you probably have a better chance of
they're
winning
not
the
horrible at Search and Destroy. There's a couple rounds here and there where they could have tweaked a couple things, and they could have won that map. And they did start out behind. They were down 3-0 to start that map before they turned it on. So Optic is looking a lot better so far. In terms of that control, I feel like every single round that was won was offensive. So I think if you're Optic Gaming, you go back and look at those defenses and figure out how to stop the teams from flanking around, because that's what was happening. Dash kept getting pushed on the back by Heretics. They were doing such a good job of flanking them, and then they would push up the street once they were distracted, and that's why they were able to win those rounds. If Optic can shore that up, they look pretty strong in the respawn.
Well, the issue is they kept having a guy mid-map, and that guy mid-map would try to watch hole in wall coming out of dojo, but he would never go back and help the guys in the spawn. So we saw, I mean, there was one point we saw Dashy sitting there near that bus stop, and he kept sliding around trying to get a kill. Like, where's his help right there? Like, Optic Gaming needs to realize that the way people try to break that hill is they send 3 players around, and the 2 players on the street are just trying to bait you out. I think that they know that, but they have to react to it on the map.
It ended up being Dashy getting pushed back over and over and over again to the point where he ran out of real estate, and then Heretics took over that control, and then they were spawning them out, and then Heretics pushing up the street, and now they have advantage on their offenses.
That control could have went in the favor of Heretics easily. They had 3 specialists going into that last round, going into a defense, especially on Gridlock. That B point is really hard. Optic is so ahead, they send 1 player to that A site, delay the push at B, force the guys on Heretics to push up the street, catch them off guard. Once they were able to get those 3 kills, Crim was able to pop that vision pulse, secure that B site, and we all know from there, it's really hard to hold that A site. Once they were able to get a full, clean sweep, they were just able to control it.
And their counter vision was a little bit too late.
Yeah, it was really late.
Heretics should have, like normally when a team calls in vision and you have vision, you call it in, especially if it's a round 5 like that. Like, they waited a little bit to call it in, which kind of bit him in the butt. But take a look at Dashy's stats here. This guy's spectacular.
Watching them on that first map, though, it was Karma, TJ, and Scump. Those 3 players running that SOG were just way too much for Vortex and Meadows to handle. Obviously, they were just getting outslayed, but it's just, they were just so fast-paced. They were picking up streaks. It was just impossible.
I think that's just Heretics' issue in general with the top teams in Respawn. They're too slow on rotation. Yeah. They have the skill. Everyone knows Heretics' skill is through the roof. Even Vortex is a good player. It's just since they picked up and Methods moved back to that main AR, they're a little bit too slow, and Optic was punching them being super fast. Like you heard Scum say in his interview, all the rotations are on point, and it's becoming easy for them to play.
When we've seen it again, how many times Heretics seems to have shot themselves in the foot, whether it's a player change or a role change or what have you, and maybe it's still feeling the repercussions of that here, especially if you're going up against an Optic Gaming and an Optic Gaming with Scum playing the way he was playing.
It is true that they did that, but I'm like Jay said, that control was up for grabs.
Yes,
I mean, one decision out of whoever called it on Optic, it was a genius decision to delay B off rip, really caught Heretics off guard because Optic was just dominating the A point and then winning the push throughs. So Heretics like, all right, we're just gonna trap them in, push through immediately, and it bit them in the butt. And that was a good call. Heretics could have been up 2-1 in that series, and who knows where that momentum takes them.
Throughout that B push out of Optic Gaming, like they call in the vision, they capture B, and they also Dashi gets that 2-piece inside of A. Throughout that entire time, they had only lost 4 lives up until that point. Yeah. And they end that round with only losing 7 lives. So it was a flawless decision in the beginning of that round leading into the A cap.
Let's pull up now our winners bracket, the bracket that Optic will remain in and the Heretics will fall out of. They will play Enigma 6 later on to get to the semi-finals and face off if they can win against either Reciprocity or LG, depending on who comes out of that matchup. Again, still, some of those big names are going to be in our losers bracket. We'll pull up in just a second.
E6 has been pretty much cruising through this tournament.
They have.
Yeah. They really haven't played anyone great. I want to say it. No discredit to what they've done. They've been beating them all down. But Gen.G was the top team in their group, and they played them after Gen.G was already mathematically eliminated. So now they go up against Optic Gaming in their first real test, and we can see what E6 is made of.
Look at this losers bracket. War and Splice, I believe, are 1-1 in the series.
They're going into the control. They're 1-1. Team War took the Hardpoint. Splice, I believe, dominated them in the search and destroy.
Yeah, so they're 1-1 right now, so potentially Splice gets knocked the hell out in round 1 of losers, and then you have some stacked matches as well. You have FaZe and 100 Thieves in round 1.
Top 16.
What is that? FaZe got top 4, 100 Thieves went back-to-back in this game, and they have to play round 1. One team's going home.
But that's how unforgiving it can be.
Yeah,
if you start out slow, if you have a sluggish day, if you have a bad map, you look at top 16 on Friday of CWL Champs, which is where we are right now. We have a few more series to get to. If you missed it, Optic Gaming took down Heretics 3-1 to continue on in the winners bracket. But coming back, we are going to be talking Singularity versus Envy.